When someone tells me they're moving to Pittsburgh, I always give them the honest warning, this city is incredible if you match the right neighborhood to your lifestyle. So today we're breaking down the neighborhoods that truly fit your lifestyle and the ones that don't in a full 2026 Pittsburgh neighborhood tier list. Hi, I'm Diane, and on this channel we talk all things Pittsburgh real estate, relocation decisions, and how to choose a neighborhood that actually supports your lifestyle, not fight against it. Today, we're ranking Pittsburgh's neighborhoods into high tier, mid tier, and low tier based on what truly matters to anyone moving here: your commute, your housing costs, your day-to-day convenience, and the overall feel of the neighborhood. Before we dive in, I put together a free Pittsburgh relocation guide with top neighborhoods, best schools, cost of living, job opportunities, and more. My team helps people relocate here every single week, and would love to help you too. Let's start strong. If you're moving to Pittsburgh and want the smoothest day-to-day routine, these neighborhoods earn high-tier placement because they work for the largest number of relocating buyers, provide the strongest mix of convenience and lifestyle, and come with the fewest daily trade-offs. These are true high-tier areas for 2026. Number 1, Squirrel Hill. Squirrel Hill is one of the few places in Pittsburgh where you can genuinely run most of your errands without ever jumping on a highway. You've got grocery stores, cafes, parks, restaurants, bakeries, all tucked into walkable pockets along Forbes and Murray Avenues. Homes here typically fall in the low to mid 400s depending on the location and the level of updates. And the commute to Oakland, the universities, and the major medical centers is one of the easiest in the entire city. Squirrel Hill offers the highest lifestyle consistency, strong walkability, stable housing demand, and unmatched access to Pittsburgh's biggest job hubs with very few trade-offs. Number 2 is Shadyside. Shadyside is Pittsburgh's little city within the city. There are charming older homes, boutiques, restaurants, and walkable streets. It's lively, warm, and incredibly connected. Shadyside feels like downtown living without being downtown. Homes often land in the $500,000 to $600,000 range, sometimes higher for premium, fully updated properties. Shadyside combines walkability amenities and job access in a way few neighborhoods can. It's one of the most universally desired neighborhoods with virtually no compromises outside of price. Number 3 is Ross Township in the North Hills. Ross Township offers the suburban version of easy Pittsburgh living. Bigger homes, calmer streets, excellent shopping, and really convenient access to the North Shore, downtown, and the expanding tech corridor near the Strip District. Homes here generally fall in the upper 200s to low 300s, with updated properties going higher. And the lifestyle is all about space and predictability while still being close to the city. Among suburban options, Ross offers the best balance of affordability, space, commute access, and retail convenience. Ross Township also offers strong home value stability and suburban space at a price point that still feels reasonable in 2026. Okay, moving on to mid-tier. These neighborhoods offer great value or character, but they each come with a major trade-off that affects daily life, such as commute, parking, noise, or housing stock. Mount Lebanon feels like its own charming small town. Tree-lined streets, a walkable uptown district, and homes with amazing character. Homes typically fall somewhere in the low 400s, with some going much higher depending on size and updates. The trade-off? Commute. If you work downtown or south, you're great. But if your job is in Oakland, East End, or the North Side, you will absolutely feel those tunnel patterns. Mount Lebanon offers charm and community, but the tunnel-dependent commute makes it a better fit for a specific job location, not a universal option. Are you thinking about relocating to the greater Pittsburgh area? Well, I've got just the thing for you. My team and I have actually taken the time to create the ultimate relocation guide, which is meant to save you hours of research, and I've linked it down below. From top employers, the best hospitals, and a boatload of other things that you need to know before making the move. The best part is that this guide is 100% free. That's right, you heard me right, 100% free. Just click the link in the description or the top pinned comment. Hope that helps. Lawrenceville. Lawrenceville is trendy, lively, and packed with restaurants, breweries, and renovated row homes. Butler Street alone has enough dining and shopping to keep you busy year-round. Median sales prices in the core neighborhoods sit in the low to mid 400s, with renovated homes going well above that. Lawrenceville is fantastic for young professionals, but the density, parking constraints, and smaller homes limit its appeal for families or buyers needing space. Bloomfield. Bloomfield is Pittsburgh's Little Italy. It sits right between Shadyside and Lawrenceville. You get incredible access to everything, plus a strong sense of community and some of the best food in the city. Median home prices usually land in the low to mid 300s, which is more approachable than its neighborhoods, but the feel changes block by block, and many homes are older with mixed renovation history. Bloomfield offers excellent value and location, but inconsistent housing stock and mixed walkability make it more lifestyle specific than highly desirable. Quick pause, because if you're seriously considering a move to Pittsburgh, this is the point where most people get tripped up. Up until now, we've covered great neighborhoods with strong reputations, but what actually determines whether you're enjoying living here comes down to three things locals already understand: the tunnels, the bridges, and your commute patterns. Pittsburgh is not a grid city. One tunnel backup can turn a 10-minute drive into a 25-minute drive. A neighborhood that looks close on a map might not feel close at all in real life. And older housing means maintenance is a real consideration. So let's talk about the neighborhoods that most newcomers underestimate. Real quick, if this breakdown is helping you make sense of Pittsburgh, go right ahead and click that like button and subscribe. It tells me to make more videos just like this for folks planning to make a move here. The next session is where people moving to Pittsburgh make the biggest mistakes, especially when they choose based on price alone. Downtown Pittsburgh. Downtown Pittsburgh is incredible for events, shows, games, and weekend exploring, but daily living is different. Grocery access takes planning. Parking is tight or paid. Condos can feel expensive for the square footage compared with surrounding neighborhoods. Most condos here typically range from the mid 200s to the mid 400s, with luxury buildings and renovated lots pushing even higher. Units tend to run smaller, and HOA fees can vary quite a bit, which is something newcomers often don't expect. If you work downtown and want a walk-to-work lifestyle, this can be great. But for most people, downtown ends up feeling more like a destination than a neighborhood. Oakland. Oakland is one of the liveliest parts of Pittsburgh. It is home to the University of Pittsburgh, Carnegie Mellon University, UPMC hospitals, museums, and constant foot traffic. It's energetic, exciting, and full of incredible cultural institutions. But as a residential neighborhood, the housing stock is older and heavily student-oriented. Most homes here are rentals or converted multi-units, and the few residential properties that do hit the market often fall in the mid 200s to the mid 300s, depending on size and rental history. Updated single-family homes can sit higher, but they're rare. Oakland is fantastic if you work in medicine, research, or higher education, but for most people it feels too transient, too crowded, and too university-driven to work as a long-term home base. The housing selection is limited, parking is tight, and for families or buyers wanting space, often outgrow it quickly. Southside Flats. Southside Flats has one of the most iconic streets in Pittsburgh, famous for East Carson Street that's lined with coffee shops, boutiques, restaurants, nightlife, and riverfront trails. It's fun, social, walkable, and full of energy. Housing here is a mix of older row homes, narrow lots, and converted properties. Most homes tend to fall in the low to mid 300s, with renovated or larger homes climbing into the high 300s or low 4s. Smaller fixer-uppers also pop up in the mid 200s depending on the condition. South Side is great for younger renters or buyers wanting walkability and entertainment, but the lifestyle can feel overwhelming for families or anyone craving quiet evenings, space, and easy parking. It's a fantastic short-term lifestyle fit, but not the most common long-term choice for the most people considering a move. Here's the bottom line. Your neighborhood will define your Pittsburgh experience. Pick a place that matches your commute, your routine, and your lifestyle, and Pittsburgh becomes one of the easiest cities to love, especially with how affordable it is compared with other major metros. But pick a place that looks good online and doesn't match how you actually live. You'll feel that friction every single day. So here's the Real Pittsburgh Neighborhood tier list for 2026. High tier. Squirrel Hill, Shadyside, Ross Township. Mid-tier, Mount Lebanon, Lawrenceville, Bloomfield. Low tier, downtown, Oakland, Southside Flats. Match the neighborhood to your lifestyle and you will absolutely love living here. And if you're wondering about a neighborhood I didn't cover today, tell me in the comments. It might be one of the next neighborhoods that we'll break down in the next videos. If you're still here, chances are you're seriously considering Pittsburgh for your next move. So grab my free Pittsburgh relocation guide below. It'll walk you through the top neighborhoods, schools, cost of living, and so much more. Or reach out anytime. My team helps people relocate here every single week and would love to help you avoid the mistakes that newcomers usually run into. Before you go, make sure to watch this next video. 6 huge changes coming to Pittsburgh in 2026. That one is going to give you a whole new layer of insight into where you should live and why.